Well, welcome back to Dime Gaming Bros podcast, where we talk about our favorite moms.
Second on the list. I'm blanking now. I'm not horny right now, so I can't think.
It's a long list, so I'm not going to guess.
Yeah, it is a long list. I mean, Florence Pugh is not giving mom at all, but she does indeed be on the top of the list, so, you know.
I think that's a separate list.
Oh, it's definitely a separate list.
Yeah.
It's just the general.
Rose Byrne is like...
Yes! Dude, I watched her in a movie this year.
Yeah, I want her to kick me or something.
If I had legs, I would kick you.
Yeah.
That was a real good movie. That was a difficult watch. That was very good. It was really funny when some of the reviews came out and they were talking about her performance. Like, it was some breakout. And it's like, she's been acting for 20 fucking years. I'm pretty sure she's been nominated for an Oscar before.
Yep.
She's not low profile at all.
Nope.
But she's been out of the limelight for a hot minute.
I was watching a goofy YouTube movie this morning while I was like half asleep, and the guy makes a joke about Josh Allen's wife, and I was like, I know the name. Like I know he married one of my moms, but I don't remember. It's Haley. The hot guy Haley.
Oh, Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pregnant right now.
Yeah, I know. She could still be my mom. She's younger than me.
Dude, fucking, what's his name? Shamik Moore from fucking Spider-Verse is fuming right now. You know it. Goddamn, that third movie's never gonna get made if he doesn't stop being creepy.
Uh-huh.
It's so bad.
This is a podcast where we talk about moms, but we also talk about video games. And sometimes moms in video games. That
does happen.
Cortana does not count.
No, because she's my anime waifu. Me in your head now.
Yep. Anime waifu or AI girlfriend?
Are those two separate categories anymore?
Yes.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, they're not. That's my manic pixie dream girl right there. Thank you very much.
You were crazy about the one from Netrunners or whatever, the cyberpunk anime, and that was anime without AI. So.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, every anime girlfriend, every AI, you know, chatbot girlfriend is also an anime waifu. So it's a rectangle is a square, but every square is not a rectangle.
Yeah, okay.
No,
okay.
other way.
Yeah.
You know the
whatever
geometry.
Yeah.
It's like that. What the fuck did you get up to?
Oh, dude? You already know.
I do know.
It's my turn to go first. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was developed by Sandfall Interactive and produced by Kepler Interactive. Sandfall's CEO and creative director and the other guy, the lead programmer, both left Ubisoft in 2019-ish to start their own company, being Sandfall. Sandfall is made up of about 30 people, with Expedition 33 being their first game.
Matt Murdock is in this game.
This is why a lot of people were grumbling and moaning because Expedition 33 shouldn't be an indie game because they're ex-Ubisoft, whatever. There's a lot of people grumbling because this game is so good. They gotta find some reason to hate it.
That is true. That, to be fair, the like categorization of like AAA and indie is like a really weird line.
Yeah.
It's like, is it how long they've been around? Is it like what their history is? Or is it like how much money they have? Like,
one guy made this game. That should be the indie thing.
I mean, more like it's the
capped at 5 people. 5 people made this game.
I guess my general ballpark would probably be like under 100 would be like generally indie.
Well, this counts then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Expedition 33 was released on April 24th, 2025 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC. It currently has a 92 on Metacritic with a 9.6 user review. At the Game Awards on December 11th of this year, the game won Best Game Direction, Best Art Direction, Best Narrative, Best Score. It went to Lorien Testard. Best Vocal Performance, which went to Jennifer English. Best Independent Game, Best Debut Indie, Best RPG, and Game of the Year, breaking the record for most awards won by a game at the Game Awards, being 9.
Yeah, damn. What was the last one? It's probably Baldur's Gate 3.
I think so, and it won 8.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds about right.
Another thing that this game has started like as a good conversation is like a lot of people have been like from the game have been making the point that like best performance shouldn't just be the vocal performer. It should be like the mocap and like the whole group that went into that character. Yeah. So that's been a really good thing too. Yeah. Since these wins, the Indie Game Awards gave best game. Since these wins, the Indie Game Awards, which is different, gave the game Best Debut and Game of the Year, but then revoked them 2 days later when they seemingly remembered that when the game released, a couple textures were discovered to have been AI generated. They were used as placeholders and forgotten about. These textures were promptly patched out and replaced by real textures. The CEO has since done a few interviews saying that they tried toying with the AI back when the company started in like 19-ish, when AI was becoming big, didn't like it, and that they want their games to be made by humans through and through. He strongly disavowed anything like AI voice acting. This all happened because they were dabbling with using AI as placeholders, testing if AI could help the process. All this only worsened the AI discourse online, so that's nice.
Love that. Love that for us.
Moving on to story.
At Grok, is this true?
Heil Hitler.
Mecha Hitler 88. Stop outsourcing your thinking to chatbots, you fucking retards. This is why I don't want to go to college.
It was only Hitler because it was Grok. If you ask ChatGPT, it would just, I don't know, tell you you're pretty.
That's true. It would loop you into psychosis, and then you'd kill your parents because you're a fucking child.
Chat, is this true? I don't know. You should kill yourself. Okay.
Dude, that's actually been like bugging me. The change from the stupid referring to chat in real life, like fourth person pronoun discovered, immediately becoming an AI thing now is bugging the fuck out of me. Okay,
good. I'm not tripping. I thought that was like streamer brain.
It was, and it was funny because then people started doing it in real life, and it's like, haha, funny. You watch too many streams, dude. And now it's like, now it just means asking the chatbot stuff, and it's like, you fucking no.
We're surrounded by dumb people.
Dude,
Some would even say retards.
I am genuinely, like, I think in like 5 to 10 years, we're gonna have two classes of people in like life, you know, in like the like developed world of like barely human like retards, like willingly pigeonholing their brains into a rock, and then you're gonna have actual humans.
You mean humans from WALL-E?
Worse than that. It's already worse than that. They weren't. They at least were watching real movies in their face.
Okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
No, this is important. We're losing our fucking humanity. We're giving it away.
The point of this.
This is important to me.
What did we learn from this episode of Dime Gaming Bros, kids? AI bad.
That's most of our episodes. It probably comes up every other one.
Moving on to story. If I recap the story, my script would look like the released Epstein files. Got him!
Fuck!
The entire story is a spoiler. There would be more censored than visible.
Jesus Christ, Jacob. That was good.
Thank you.
That was edgy.
I encourage anyone remotely interested in this game to go into it completely blind.
This is just his way of not letting me know things. You exist to spite me.
Every episode, I try to get you to choke on your drink of some sort. And I'm always so pleased when it succeeds.
I got a sensitive gag reflex, man, okay? It's the nicotine's destroyed my throat.
I will say that I'm amazed at how invested I was in this game. I was halfway through it and actually knew each character's name. This literally never happens. As well as hyper-specific build details, like everything. Even after not playing it for a couple of weeks, I was talking about it at work, like, you know, this is a great game, blah, 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 you should play it. Person goes, buys it, whatever, comes back, is telling me, like, his experience playing it, and I was like, he's, like, blanking on the name, and I was remembering the name, just, like, after not playing the game for a couple of weeks.
Jeez.
This never happens.
That is true. Yeah, most of our conversations about things that we both very much so like, you're like, the guy with the brown hair and the blue eyes.
Fucking John Halo.
Yeah, John Halo.
Yeah. In between levels, you can set up camp and upgrade equipment and check in with everyone in the party. There was a friendship level, and I don't think that was used as much as it probably could have been. But at certain levels, some items can be unlocked. So there's a reason to participate in the friendship level thing because you get some things out of it, which is not a good reflection on what friendship should be. But
I mean, what is our friendship if not you trolling me and me telling you you're dumb and gay?
I feed you sometimes and you say, thanks, Dad.
That's true. You got me.
Really, it's a question of who benefits more.
That is usually true. That's why we all take turns being dad at the friend group.
Yeah, exactly. It was more important to hear from everyone, to get that extra bit of emotional dialogue, to hear each person's perspective of the adventure so far. The friendship level felt like you couldn't lose any rank you've made. So, like, you couldn't make bad choices. You couldn't get everyone disliked that. There are dialogue choices, but if anything, your choice gives you some or more level up. I also wish that higher friendship levels could have given stat bonuses when choosing who's in your party, kind of like the team-up mechanic in Marvel Rivals, because you can only have 3 people in your party, and you have, like, 5 or 6 people, like, characters overall. So you have to choose who actually fights. So I wish, like, higher friendship levels could have fed into that or something. I don't know. The story has crazy twists. There are moments that will not leave your eyes dry. Guaranteed. I've been stewing on this story since I beat the game, trying to understand the points that the story is trying to make, or maybe even some lessons you can learn from it. I felt things, but I can't word them into existence, and it's really frustrating.
Holy shit, Jacob feels
I
things.
felt things.
This is a rare occurrence when it comes to games.
This movie made me cry. No, this game actually made me cry. That's incredible.
Jacob hasn't cried since 1987.
Yeah, 6 years before I was born. I remember it well.
Shot on my daddy dick ready.
Down, Gambit. I would say the biggest and most important takeaway I took from this game is kind of thinking about how we see and interpret art. And I'm not talking about your stupid AI shit. Get out of here. I freely and frequently admit that I'm extremely dense when trying to understand art when it's not being literal. I don't understand metaphors. I don't have patience reading poetry. I can't stand looking at abstract paintings. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. This game feeds on weird and wonderful details. There's a level very early on that is kind of underwater, but your party is walking around and breathing fine. But also everything not nailed down is literally floating or suspended. And there's like bubbles everywhere. It's an underwater level, but it's not wet. It doesn't make sense, but it's super cool to look at and really, really beautiful. I think that feeling really carries through most of the game. There are so many weird details that make you ask the TV, what the fuck? But it doesn't matter. It looks amazing. It's kind of just a vibe thing. And maybe there's a deeper meaning that I'm not catching, but I enjoyed the experience so much, I could just dub around in a nonsense world and have a blast. The point definitely loops back into the story in a mad twist at the end, but I'm really excited that I can play this game, know I'm not picking up on all the subtext or whatever, and still have an incredible time.
It makes me feel alone.
I don't know. There's just so many like little things in the game that really feed on like how people look at art and take different meanings from it. And it's just really interesting. I know that's a basic concept.
So what you're saying is we're going to rewatch Enemy.
No.
Fuck.
Never. Never, ever. I still should talk that. The clickbait things on the Reddit like letterboxd of like, what movie made you feel like this? I'm in the comments with Enemy. It's amazing I still have positive karma.
Yes, it is. My Bible Man live action ranking really boosted my numbers.
I'm sure that shot you all the way to the top.
That was actually really fun. Did I tell you about that when I did that? I finished it like 2 months ago, but like I had a good, it's probably like 50 comments, and like I was responding to a lot of, like there was a lot of actually cool conversations around it. It was pretty neat. I was
That's funny
because it's in like a bunch of like forgotten TV and 2000s Christian child, whatever, just random stuff like that that's like relatively small subreddits. And a lot of engagement happens in those sorts of subs. And I was like, holy shit, I'm talking to real people who also remember this thing, and they're arguing with me because the Fibbler is better, actually, or whatever it is. There are real people on the internet sometimes. It's not all fake. It is mostly dead, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But like sometimes it's like going to Silent Hill. Like every once in a while, there is actually a real person there, but like most of them aren't. You know?
Moving on to visuals, this game is stunning. It looks so good. The levels, as previously mentioned, have crazy weird themes and are visually unique from each other. Having beaten the game once, I feel confident I can look at a screenshot and have a pretty good idea of where or when in the game the picture is. Throughout the game, there are fun distractions like platforming challenges or fighting the merchants for a discount. They like it. Like, actually. Some rewards for these different interactions are different hairstyles and outfits for all the characters in your party. I attempted to buy every cosmetic I found because I had a ton of money and didn't have a lot to buy for most of the game. Like, there's not much use for the currency besides like health potions or whatever, but I was good on those. So I was just buying all the cosmetics. Granted, I didn't catch them all, but it felt like I had a ton of choices for Lune, but I literally only had one other option for Monoko by the end of my playthrough. I don't know if the final count is balanced and I just missed a whole lot, but my blind playthrough was definitely a little unbalanced.
Can you wear a poncho?
Not that I know of.
Damn, 0 out of 10. This is not a good Jedi Survivor game.
But I unlocked the cosmetic for most of the characters literally in game called Baguette, and it was the black and white striped shirt with a literal baguette on their back and the red floofy French hat. I'm dead ass right now.
That's something. That's definitely something. Man, they really don't like French people. That's probably a Ubisoft joke.
It's a French company.
Yeah, because they're Ubisoft devs and shit.
It was really funny because it was like 3 rows of seats at the Game Awards of everybody from the company dressed like that. And then they won so many awards, and the head guy is up there like taking the Game of the Year award, and he's like, yeah, so we dressed up like this as a joke because we did not expect to win this much. I look pretty stupid right now. Sound design. So, there's a reason why 3 of the 6 actors listed for Best Performance at the Game Awards are from this game. The voice acting direction is just so good. My biggest point that could be construed as a negative is that I could tell Charlie Cox was one of the actors because a bunch of his line deliveries sounded exactly like Daredevil. And a friend from work was playing blind and said the exact same thing.
Playing blind?
He took, like, he was like, this guy sounds familiar. And then he says a line, and my coworker finished the line with Foggy. He was like, it's fucking Daredevil! He says that in the show!
Oh, yeah. Forgive this man, Father. He's stupid.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
Jennifer English deserves the win. She goes through a huge range of emotions in her performance so well, from fear and timidity as a young child, to pure rage and anger, to lighthearted fun, to quiet self-reflection and comforting other characters, all in line with what is happening in the story. Very good. The music in this game is absolutely incredible. I was telling friends that aren't gamers to listen to this soundtrack at their office job, and they love it. The tunes are sticky in the best way possible. When I wasn't playing the game, I was thinking about playing the game and humming the songs, as in several different songs, not just one good theme song or whatever. There's one song specifically that plays every time you are in the overworld map. There's a high note in that song that the lady sings, and I was straining myself to even be able to whistle along with it. I can't. A lot of the lyrics are in French, and I was singing along. I was at least trying to. I don't know French, but I was doing the syllables that I could understand. I was looking at the OST online, and I was... While I was playing, it hasn't released yet. And there are 2 versions of the vinyl. A 2-record release or a 6-record release. It'll be here in February when they print it.
Me getting the Rings of Power Season 1 10-disc box set.
Seriously.
What do you mean there's a trimmed down version? I don't want that shit.
No. Combat sounds are great. You can hear each attack. You can hear each hit. Attacks have unique sound effects depending on I don't know. Everybody can swing their sword at the bad guy, but one character can summon a whole bunch of flaming arrows that make the bad guy into a pincushion, and you can hear all the arrows hit. Things like that. Characters would yell, no, wait. Wait, no, wait. The parry sound is very satisfying. Characters would yell out, parry it, to an attack that looked so big I didn't think parrying was even possible. Turns out parrying is always possible.
So it doesn't have that annoying thing you've...
No, it doesn't. It does it well. Imagine that.
Look at that.
And it doesn't even make sense in this game because it's humans fighting God. So you would think God has some unblockable attacks, but no, you can parry it.
No.
There is a sound effect that lets you know that an enemy has. Oh yeah. All right, I didn't write that well. So as you're running around different levels, it's kind of like Pokemon or any JRPG like that, where it's not exactly like a blind ambush system where you encounter an enemy. As you're running around the level, you can see enemies kind of moving around it, and you have to walk up to them to start a battle. And it's not always representative of how many enemies you're going to fight. Sometimes it's just one dude walking around, and then you get into the fight and there's 3 of them. It's what? But they can spot you and walk up to you to initiate a battle. So there's a sound effect that lets you know that an enemy has spotted you and is about to start a fight if he can get in range. And I think that sound effect is really important because this game would have been a lot scarier. I would have been looking over my shoulder a lot more if enemies just walked up on you and started a battle. No! So that's really
Jacob
helpful.
is never finishing Outlast.
No, nope, never going back. 5 minutes was too much.
I'm gonna make you do it in VR.
Only after you do Resident Evil 7 in VR.
I'll think about it. If I ever get a VR headset, I want to at least try it.
Yeah, I at this point I've played through it enough times. I probably would try to play 7 in VR, but I would have felt like. All right. Now the rough part of my review, because I wrote down the bullet points and I didn't write down details. So moving on to gameplay.
Oh boy.
You have different levels that you can go into from an overworld. Think any old Mario game, right?
Yeah.
Yahoo! Like I said, you can set up camp from the overworld to talk with every member in your party, or write down notes for those who come after. You can there's a guy there that lets you upgrade your some points, some aspect of your character build. You can upgrade your weapons. There's another guy there that has lost children that you can find and return them to him in camp. the coolest feature of the whole game. Not really. There's a record player, and you can find records all through the game and like play the songs that you've been listening to in the camp. There's a trophy for collecting all 30 or 33 records.
It's probably 33.
Probably. Maybe.
I would put in some filler just to make it 33. You got to do the joke.
There are trophies for reaching level 33, 66, and 99.
Nice.
So, you have character builds. You can upgrade skills just like in any other RPG. You have health, you have attack power, you have stamina, which isn't like the green bar in Dark Souls games. It's more speed or frequency of how often your character can fight again. It's like a Final Fantasy timeline of whose turn happens next. You can upgrade this stat so that they get turns more often. Defense, which I think is kind of useless. I didn't really see a whole lot of that, but it's like, what's that stat in D&D where it's like you roll to see if the attack even gets through? It's like defense points or something.
I should know this.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I think it's something like that, but it seemed kind of dumb. So, and then critical hit percentage chance. So 5 stats, I think. And every character has different starting levels per normal RPGs, but I think they also like upgrade faster with every point in like particular stats differently. So I think, and I don't know, I haven't done much research into this, but it felt like the game was designed to try to make like a tank character into a tank only, because his health points level up faster than other characters, and that kind of takes away some of the agency from you making a character into a tank or instead of another one. But overall, it didn't really matter. Like it's easy enough to beat the game, and holy shit, they give you enough resets so you can just completely wipe the character and start over. Like, I had 40 of those resets by the end of the game. They give you so many. So, it's cool. Abilities are pickups called Pictos, which is a weird word, and I get it mixed up with Luminous. So, don't be mad at me for having to look it up. Pictos are picked up at certain levels. Pretty low levels, usually, relative to the world that you find them in. So starting out, you're getting a level 1 Pictos, and it can be something like using a health potion on another character also gives them a shield for 1 turn or something.
It gives trample.
Yes. So
I know magic.
So you can apply this Picto to a character, and if that character heals another character during a battle, then it would give that character trample. Once you use this Picto through 4 fights, whether you were successful or not, it unlocks to be used for every character. So it's not just applied to that character that's wearing it. It can be thrown onto another character in the Luminas section. This is why I got them mixed up. There are points for Luminas as you're going through, and always like unlocking new Pictos and making like a bigger Luminas list that you can apply to other characters. It starts making for how you build your character. So I had one where I had the order of the characters and how they fight, so that the second person in the fight had all kinds of rewards for hitting a character that's burning. So then I would have the first character in the fight try to light enemies on fire, so that the second one reap the rewards of hitting enemies that are burning. Things like this. You could level up the luminous points in the camp at the guy. That also upgrades your weapons. I've been told that there are a lot of broken builds. I didn't make it to the point where it felt broken, but I did have a pretty good setup going. Just like I wasn't looking at guides or anything. I was doing it blind, but it, like I was saying, like looking at it and like counting it out and figuring out like, all right, if I have the first character set everyone on fire, and then the next two characters like get rewards for hitting people that are on fire, and then if I can loop that back around to the second round of the battle where it gets back to the first person, like trying to tell the story of how a battle is gonna go and then testing it out. It was a lot of fun.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Like as a actual RPG element. It's actual role playing. What the fuck? This sounds like a deck builder.
There were a bunch of pictos that didn't make sense to me, like self-damaging for a reward. Like you're at half health but you hit at double damage or something, and it's like, yeah, maybe if I had like a god roll and just could steam everybody over, but I don't know. I didn't dig into that too much. There were a bunch that I did not use at all. I'm like, that sounds like garbage. I'm not going to use that at all. So yeah, there are some weird ones. And early and mid game, I was just always swapping out the pictos, trying to level them up and make it so I could use them with every character. But by the end of the game, there were some that were just so expensive. It would take like 30 Lumina points to have it equipped to a different character, where it's like, that's not even worth it to me. I'm just going to have this lower level picto equipped to that character for free and then apply a bunch of other Luminas like in the list. So some jank in this system, but it's really, really cool. Weapons upgrade. Weapons deal elemental damage or not. Sometimes it's just physical damage. I didn't see... Sometimes I'd be playing and it would be like that element gets neutralized by this enemy, and so every time that character hit that enemy, it was useless. So I would probably die and like have to restart and like change out the character weapon for something else to try to get through the level. And that's normal RPG stuff, I guess, but it didn't feel very well road signed sometimes, of like, oh yeah, actually that makes sense that light wouldn't deal damage to the dark enemy or something. Like some of that where it's like, it should though. Like what is happening? It felt like it should be explained better, but whatever. Like you just restart from the most recent save point, which is very close by, change out the weapon, keep going. So whatever. This has turn-based combat, which is, I think, a big turnoff for a lot of people. Like that's why people have been that aren't in this game kind of aren't willing to try it. Is like turn-based combat is scary and kind of boring. But the way I've been able to sell it is you can parry the attacks or dodge the attacks, and so you're engaged in the battle. It's not just like, all right, I'm gonna swing my sword and watch the animation, and then the enemy is gonna swing his sword and I'm gonna watch the animation, and oh shit, it's my turn again, I'm gonna swing my sword and watch the animation. You stay engaged through the whole battle and it's fun. The Super Mario RPG did that, and I played that, I don't know, several years ago, and I've been talking about it like with other RPGs. Like, why is a game from 96 why isn't that featured in more RPGs? Like, why did Final Fantasy go for so long? I don't even know if they have it. It's still like without that when it's made by the same fucking company. You have a normal attack. You have a whole bunch of special attacks, which leads into or leads back into the character builds that I kind of missed over. There's skill trees, and you can't unlock everything unless you grind all the levels, and I didn't. So you kind of have to look at the entire skill tree and figure out like which way you want to build your character. There's a bunch of resets in there too. So if you fuck it up, you could just wipe it and start over. So there's no pressure like that. Or even if you get, midway through the game and you've got that character that just feeds on fire, you can wipe it and then build into the tree side or the fire side of the skill tree, because you didn't realize like that's how the game was going to go. It's so awesome, like how many resets you have available to you. I think I used 2 or 3, but I literally had like 40. But yeah, you have 6 special attacks that you can choose out of the whole skill tree. So you are going to have a bunch that you don't even use, and you can swap them out and build your character that way, like pretty specifically. Like if there's one that you're not using and you're like, this is not a good inclusion in the build, you could just swap it for something else, and it's awesome. Obviously, the more higher powered ones cost more skill points or whatever, character points. So there's always like an ultimate that you're kind of working towards that will really complete the build. But those are your special attacks. You have action points to pay for those special attacks. So a lot of the Pictos were like, you get 1 action point for every parry that you get, which makes you want to parry more. So you have more action points, so you can do the cooler special attacks. You have a dodge, which lets you not get hit, obviously, but it has a bigger iframe window, so it's the safer option than a parry. So if you suck at parrying, you can just dodge the attacks, but you're not going to get those action points and blah, 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 blah. Parry, I already talked about, and a gradient parry and a gradient attack. This was kind of a late game inclusion. There's this, and also a jump. So there's a sign that an enemy is going to do like a swiping attack, and you have to jump over it. And if you do, that gives you a free counter attack. And there's a gradient attack and a sign for it that an enemy is doing a gradient attack. And if you gradient parry that, you get a free counter attack on that too. Kind of a risk reward for the enemy, I guess. But it was very easy. It was more easy. Wow. It was easier to parry the gradient attacks than regular attacks. So it was always nice to get that free counter attack. But you also get gradient attacks. So as the fight's going on, you're taking more damage or whatever. I don't really know what fills up the gradient attack bar. You have 3 points. Even at 1, you get some gradient attacks unlocked that you can use on the enemy with bonuses for the other characters, whatever. It's just like a super special attack instead of just a special attack. Even after beating the game, there are levels right when you start out that are all red and have danger like flashing red at you, like don't go in here. And you can go in there, but you're gonna get stomped. A lot of those levels were still flashing danger by the end of the game when the characters like turn to the camera and tell you, hey, this is your last chance. A lot of those levels were still red and flashing danger at me, and I still got stomped. So I don't know. I didn't 100% it, obviously. And apparently there's 2 endings. And they're both canon. I really love that.
Why did they do that to me?
Yeah.
Just have a dumb fake ending like BioShock where you send the nukes. It's fine.
Game of the decade for me. Like this has been incredible.
Boy.
40 hours in like 2 weeks. I haven't had an experience like that in a long time.
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time you were this engrossed. And this tight-lipped about it.
Yeah. I still...
Usually you're like eking out something. You're like, okay, so this thing you gotta work.
Nope.
You're whoop.
Nope.
You said, I'm playing this thing. You're gonna play it, and That's it.
It really pisses me off that our mutual friend has predicted Game of the Year, like, all 3 years that we've known him. Like, what does he know? Who is he paying off?
He's just been around the block. He's an old man.
When did I say this game came out? April?
I think it was Q2, yeah.
April 24th. So in May, our friend was telling us, like, holy shit, guys, you need to play this game. And we're like, yeah, whatever. Like, it just came out.
Yeah.
No. Like, now I'm that guy. He was right. 2 weeks after this game came out.
It happens. It happens. He's got knowledge stored up in that bald head of his.
That's why we call him Dad.
Sure. That's definitely why.
I definitely didn't talk about the story.
Fuck you.
I'm not talking about the story.
I'm gonna go read the Wikipedia summary.
No, don't you fucking dare. I will come to your house and sledgehammer your router.
I can hotspot my phone.
Are we going to talk about ass first or other ass first?
Wait, no. The news is mostly positive.
Yeah, it's mostly positive. I was just making the joke.
Let's do the news. Fine.
You go first.
Fine.
I want the second one.
Okay. I love that for some reason, like, I type it and you still are like, no, I want this one. And like, I don't care. Unless it's Halo, then I'm going to take it. From StarWars.com.
Really, it's just because this first one's way too long. I didn't feel like shortening it.
A few of these articles were quite a bitch. Game Rant does that a lot. They're very hard. Like, so the thing with the Star Wars one is because it's an announcement, they almost always have an interview with a head designer, or they do it with their books and stuff. And it's good to read, but it's really hard to summarize that because of the way that they write it.
I was reading it today, and I was wondering if we should just shorten these to, like, this trailer dropped. Do you want to talk about it?
I keep trying to make them shorter. It's just like give context and like that's it. You can almost feel the Jakku sun beating down on your face as you round the bend, navigating between a downed Star Destroyer and what's left of an AT-AT in the graveyard of giants. The familiar location from Star Wars The Force Awakens, a popular haunt for scavengers like Rey in later years, has been transformed into an unsanctioned racetrack for the all-new video game Star Wars Galactic Racer, just announced at the 2025 Game Awards. Pretty sure literally everything in this entire news section was announced at the Game Awards.
Just about. I think there's one that wasn't.
Yeah. Along with the reveal of an exciting first trailer, Fuse Games co-founder Matt Webster and VP and GM of Lucasfilm Games Douglas Riley sat down with StarWars.com for a brief trailer breakdown, and I got a little bit of it. Racing has been in the DNA of Star Wars storytelling from the start. A favorite hobby and inspiration for creator George Lucas, the sport became a central part of The Phantom Menace, which led to the creation of the fan-favorite classic game, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, which is a fucking bop. When a team with such amazing racing chops like Fuse proposed a new expression of racing in a galaxy far, far away, it was a true no-brainer decision, Riley says. One of the great things about Star Wars is that it can be a perfect fit for many genres and audiences. We are always looking for new and creative ways to revisit genres fans have enjoyed in the past and find unique expressions in the future. Webster and other members of the gaming studio are no strangers to Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm Games has a long and successful relationship with many of the key leaders at Fuse Games from their time at Criterion, including their work on Star Wars Battlefront 2 Starfighter mode, Riley notes. In addition to the great work on our projects, they've also been industry leaders in some of the most beloved racing franchises in Need for Speed and Burnout. I can't think of any other studio better suited to bring Star Wars racing back to our fans. Also, Sebulba's back, baby! I hate that fucking guy. This does look really good. I really hope it doesn't turn into like a fucking Squadron situation where like the game is actually really good but nobody talked about it and it died really fast. Like, that would suck.
Yeah.
Shiny. Of course we're on Jakku.
I think Squadron's problem was that they blew the budget by doubling what game you get by making it VR as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. But I put so many hours into Episode 1 Racer as a kid on the 64.
That was one of my first video games.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I saw it, like, the inner child just started squealing.
Dude, I'm so glad that EA no longer has exclusive rights to Star Wars for games. That was such a bad decision.
Also from StarWars.com, in Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, step into the role of a Force user on a journey through a galaxy on the edge of rebirth at the end of the Old Republic. The brand new epic narrative single-player action role-playing game from Arcanaut Studios, developed in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, was announced at this year's Game Awards. Along with the first look at a thrilling trailer, it was announced that Fate of the Old Republic will be developed by a new studio launched by Casey Hudson, the director of the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect trilogy. Blending innovative storytelling, memorable characters, and heart-pounding combat, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic will immerse you in an unforgettable experience where every decision deepens your journey toward the light or the darkness.
Darkness. Coming in 2030.
I've never played KOTOR or KOTOR 2. I've tried... No, wait. I have played like the first hour of KOTOR 1, and it's just such an old style of RPG. Like, I had no idea what I was doing and got frustrated and just gave up. So I need to like learn how to mod it so that it's not like 600 by 400 on my computer screen, so I could actually read it and like actually chew through it, because everybody raves about it still, like 25 years later.
Yeah, I have not played any of the Old Republic games. I played Jedi Knight and Jedi Knight 2, which were a different era. The thing about this, other than like it's very cool and shiny and all that stuff, and like returning to like a different type of game, which is cool, it's also question mark gonna be canon. This is my lore brain kicking in. Because we've had the expansion in the history recently with Star Wars. We had the High Republic stuff, and they have said the Old Republic, while the old material is no longer canon, like the era still vaguely exists, similar, we'll get to it eventually. And because sometime in the past couple of years, Lucasfilm basically said like every game coming out is going to be canon to some level or another, it's strongly implying that this is not like, it is not a direct sequel to any of the other games. Like, this is a new experience with familiar elements. And like, that's really cool, because that's Star Wars kind of takes place in like a post-apocalypse, which is really cool, because you have like the Old Republic era where we had billions of Jedi and billions of Sith, and then a bunch of fuck shit happens, and then you have the High Republic where there's no Sith, and then you have the Republic, and then you got fucko in the goddamn fuck him, fuck that guy, Space Hitler, and then it falls, and then you got it. Like, it's just the way the eras go is wild. How much like galaxy wide different it is than it used to be, which is really cool, because like lore and Wikipedia articles. Fuck Wikipedia though; they're bad now.
This might be a bad sign for the KOTOR remake, though, because we have not heard a single thing about that.
That is also true. It was announced 3-4 years ago. We got the announcement trailer to get money, and then the studio, it was either the studio closed or they started over from scratch or some fuck shit, and then like the lead dev is like a fucking piece of shit or whatever, and I think he got canned or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
it's probably cooked.
Probably. We've been saying that for a while. Watch fucking next week. Some news comes out. And they're like, it's real. It did happen.
It just releases next week.
That, you know.
This one's mine too.
God damn it!
What?
No!
You want the next one anyway. PCGamer.com. I'm reading it because I don't like how it starts out. Control Resonant has finally been revealed with a release window, courtesy of a trailer shown at the Game Awards. After its initial announcement from Remedy in 2022, we've been patiently waiting for any sort of detail on its development. It's finally here.
I have not been patient.
No, not at all. I went and fucking platinumed the first one.
I went to Sam Lake's house. I went to his lake house, his nice lake house on the sea.
The one out in Washington. The story of Control Resonant follows Dylan Faden, rather than Jesse, who was the protagonist of the first game, taking place years after where the first leaves off. The Federal Bureau of Control is in a state of lockdown, and Dylan Faden is being deployed at the peak of a supernatural crisis. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I thought this was like going back in time and like concurrent with the first one.
Nope.
You'll need to leverage Dylan's ability to use the Aberrant, an artifact that can shapeshift into a variety of melee weapons, to take down a huge number of threats throughout the world, all while tracking down his sister. This story will unravel across multiple areas of Manhattan rather than the oldest house, and each area will be brimming with various enemies to hit with your shapeshifting stick. A dude and his stick.
Dude, the end of male depression is a cool jacket and a stick.
Just gotta find a cool stick to beat people up with.
I want to put it in my mouth.
The world won't look like Manhattan as we know it either. As the trailer states, these overwhelming forces can alter reality, resulting in the world being broken up into chunks, twisting everything into confusing new forms. Control Resident doesn't currently have a concrete release date, but as shown during the announcement trailer, a window of 2026.
Two things, both positive.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, two, one neutral. Sam Lake's not actually the lead for this.
And I had to tell you about that.
That was interesting.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Obviously, he's like involved, but not anywhere near as much as he has been.
The head guy is reporting to him, but he's not directing it.
Bro's probably burnt out. He's been doing this shit for 20 years, and he's
also working on other things.
All right, and they're also working on Alan Wake 3. So, and like probably other stuff.
Yep.
So like they're doing that, and like he's literally been the face of the company since Max Payne, literally, because it's his face.
Yep.
So like, yeah, it makes sense. This fixes my like only real complaint with Control, that it does get visually boring after a while because the oldest house, while the coolest thing in the world, is also an office building. So like that just completely removes that complaint. Stick, it go boom, cool.
I think it's extremely intentional that they're not calling it Control 2. I think it's a point of the game, and that's why I refuse to call it that in the article.
It was. No. Yeah, there's definitely some funky stuff going on. I really need to go actually play Firebreak. It's still up. Like, I didn't like take it down or anything. It just like really died off quickly. But it did get a decent reception. It just didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
To be fair, Remedy games never really make a lot of money.
No.
Alan Wake 2 is a massive exception to that somehow.
Seemed like a dumb idea from the beginning. So.
Yeah, not a great thing. Yeah.
Bro's got a big stick.
I know. He's got a stick and he's got a cool fit, and he does look like Alan Wake a little bit. He do be scrungling.
I can't wait to find out the different builds that you can do with the stick.
Yes.
Like great hammer or katana or like the nunchucks, or like what does the big stick do?
I really like how they continue to
bow staff.
Oh boy. Ninja Turtle.
He's just a Ninja Turtle.
I really like how their games continue to like fuck around with the genre so much, not in just like its visual presentation, but like in gameplay, where like they're all connected-ish, but like, I mean, Quantum Break is the most like generic of them, I would say, easily, but like it is still, it was a very different type of third-person shooter at the time. I don't even know nobody knows how to categorize the first Alan Wake game. It's like it's a third-person action adventure game. Well, that doesn't mean shit. Mm-mm. Like, it's just there. It's weird. And 2 it's very like Resident Evil-esque, but like also not. And Control is a shooter, but like not really, because you're a fucking mutant. Muties! Fucking Jean Grey type shit. I don't know. It's fucking, I like that. And they're like, cool, we're gonna do another game, but now it's a melee game. It's like, I don't.
Do you think he'll be able to snipe with a lance type weapon?
That could be cool.
That'd be fun.
Can we go jousting?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really respect.
Wait, no, I'm not jousting with you.
Oh. I didn't say sword fight. I said joust.
Same difference.
From Kotaku.com. The team behind Doom: The Dark Ages is the latest to unionize as a wave of labor organizing continues sweeping across Microsoft-owned game studios because Microsoft sucks dick. They joined developers across Blizzard, Bethesda, and other Xbox teams in a move aimed at giving them a seat at the table in how things like layoffs are handled at the tech giant. Roughly 165 workers at id Software announced on Friday, like 2 weeks ago, that they had unionized with the Communication Workers of America. It's a wall-to-wall union, which is extra-based, meaning every dev at the studio who is not a manager will be part of it regardless of whether or not they're an artist or an engineer. The decision comes months after mass layoffs at Microsoft left entire games canceled and the teams behind them laid off. Blah, blah, blah. Every 2 months, Spencer has to include an obligatory, another company is unionizing, and pretty much all of them have been under Microsoft because Microsoft sucks massive mega wang, and they stinky.
I thought you were into that.
Not like that, though.
Oh, okay.
It's like when I tell Colin to eat my ass, like, but no, actually.
When you call something gay, but not like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's gay. He's a fag. He's driving a fucking Harley Davidson down the street. He's a fag. Has nothing to do with it. He's gay. He's a fag.
But what if a homosexual is driving a Harley Davidson?
It's worse.
He's a gay fag.
He's a traitor. That's what he is.
Your turn.
Oh, final to-do. From GamesRadar.com, along with tons of exciting announcements from the 2025 Game Awards, Tomb Raider Catalyst was just announced. That's right, folks. After waiting around for 7 years for a new Tomb Raider game. Holy shit, 7 years! Wow! That isn't a remake or remaster. We are finally getting a fresh adventure for Lara Croft. Tomb Raider Catalyst will be following Lara Croft on a new adventure as she heads to North India after a mystical cataclysm has unleashed ancient secrets and forces that guard them, so no dinosaurs. Got it. It's up to the badass treasure hunter to uncover the truth behind the event and also work to stop those who seek to use the mysterious power for their own benefit. The stakes are pretty high in the story too, since it will be up to you to prevent a full-blown catastrophe that could very well shape the future. While we don't have many story-specific details, we do know the upcoming game is serving as a new chapter in the Tomb Raider franchise. I took a big old Wikipedia rabbit hole and I sorted out all the chronology because I'm special. And I
waited until Reddit made a timeline.
Although it's technically set after the events of the Legend trilogy, you don't need to play those titles or the reboot trilogy either to get up to speed. The timeline information was confirmed to us by Will Kerslake, the game director of Crystal Dynamics, during a chat about the future title. From a timeline perspective, Tomb Raider Catalyst is set years after the events of Tomb Raider Underworld, with the reboot trilogy serving as her origin story, so we're seeing a more experienced Lara Croft. But what's important to know is that this is a new chapter in Tomb Raider, he explained. Like past Tomb Raider games, Tomb Raider Catalyst is a single-player action-adventure game, that means nothing, that will have you stepping into the shoes of Lara Croft. I wonder how big her shoes are. This is going to be a story-driven game with Alex Wilton Reagan from Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect 3, and Cyberpunk 2077 fame voicing Lara Croft, and she's also doing like all Lara Croft moving forward, other than the animated show. So expect to see some cinematic moments and get ready to buckle in for a more linear kind of adventure. In a press release for the game, it was also confirmed that players will get to explore the largest Tomb Raider map we've ever had. Don't tell me that! That's a negative. Along with exploration that is apparently increasing in scale, players can also look forward to diving into tombs that are packed with intricate puzzles to solve. Really? Who could have ever guessed? So far, it sounds like everything you'd expect from a Tomb Raider game just taken up a notch. Catalyst has been confirmed to be landing on PC via Steam, PS5, and Xbox Series consoles when it releases sometime in
2027.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, so like, I'm just going to say it because I got to do it. So you have the first 6 games of Tomb Raider are in one timeline because the quality just went downhill after like 3. The last trilogy was not very good. So you got the first 6, which are all remastered now, and they're a good remaster. And then you have a reboot, which happened, which is the Legend trilogy. The second game in that trilogy, it's like Legend... Fuck. One of them's Legend, and the last one's Underworld. I don't remember what the other one is. The second game...
Dark Angel, I think?
Yes. The second game is actually a remake of the first game, but now, like, it's now in the new timeline, but it's basically the same game, which is really weird. So you have that, and then we have the Survivor trilogy, which came out from, like, 2013 to 2018, 2019.
Yep.
You got those 3, which take place before all of it. And then you got the animated show, which fills in the gaps around the end of the Survivor trilogy leading into the previous reboot trilogy that's now just... It's so confusing and weird. And we're also, as for the next article, getting a remake of the first game again, but different this time. And that is also now canon, so it's replacing that second entry in the previous trilogy before the Survivor trilogy. So basically, the new chronology moving forward is... We have our new remake, the Legacy of Atlantis or whatever. Then we have the games in the I think it's Dark Angel? No, Dark Angel was 6, whatever. You got the 2 games from that trilogy that are canon. Goddamn fuck.
You just confused yourself.
So you got the Survivor trilogy. You got the new upcoming remake of the first game.
Yep.
Then you have those 2 games, and then you have this new game all the way at the end, and the animated show just kind of fits in.
Okay.
This is overly complicated, but I respect the commitment to the bit. Yeah. Instead of it being like, we're going to do a complete fresh start all over again, they're like, our chronology has always been retarded, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're just going to pick and choose because it's fun.
Right.
And then...
That's what I would have preferred, honestly.
Yeah, it makes sense. So we have the new voice actor who's doing Catalyst and the new remake, and it's just like the new game voice moving forward.
That's good.
Yeah.
From GamesRadar.com, Amazon Game Studios has revealed not one, but 2 of the... No, wait, that's the one. No, yeah, okay. Two new Tomb Raider games at the Game Awards. Alongside Tomb Raider Catalyst in 2027, next year we're getting Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, a reimagining of the original Tomb Raider game in Unreal 5. In development as a partnership between Crystal Dynamics and Flying Wild Hog.
Yeah, that's my porn name.
It's being called a reimagining because it's not just another remake or remaster. This will be built to honor the original game's spirit and atmosphere, but include new surprises such as expanded storytelling. 26 marks the 30th anniversary of the 96 debut Tomb Raider game, so it felt like a perfect time to revisit the adventure that started it all, said some guy, game director, Crystal Dynamics, speaking to Games Radar Plus. For our passionate longtime fans, it's a chance to re-experience the original Tomb Raider adventure with a new perspective. Translation is for everybody that's too young and dumb to try to play the old one because it's really fucking hard. I would know. I tried the new remake and spent like 5 minutes and it was like, no, I'm too young and dumb for this. But for new players, it's an opportunity to experience the foundational gaming masterpiece with modernized gameplay while maintaining its original spirit. The first 6 titles in the series have recently been remastered so that everyone can enjoy them on modern gaming platforms, but this is a reimagining that can realize the original vision that wasn't possible on the technology at the time. We've built everything in Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis from the ground up in Unreal 5, reforged puzzles, and added to parts of the world never explored before. This game is set to drop in 26 on Xbox Series X, PS5, and PC. I'm excited for this because I wanted to play the remakes, but I spent like 5 minutes in the first one. It was like, I'm too young and dumb for this.
That's fair. So it's not yet. We got the remake of the first game, and then we got the remaster of the first game, and now we're getting another remake, but it's a reimagining. As opposed to the other remake. It's just so... Tomb Raider's so fucked.
That's nice. Do you want my 2 bits of news that weren't in the script?
I would, yeah.
Okay, we have games coming out in January.
God damn it, I always forget that!
Spear, which is an Xbox exclusive, and that's the only reason I'm naming it, because I don't know what the heck it is.
No idea.
Comes out January 9th. A BMX game on PC. 7 Deadly Sins Origin on literally everything except Xbox, but also mobile, January 28th. Code Vein 2 on PS5, Xbox Series S, and PC on January 30th. It's going to be a light month.
It's the post-holiday season. It's pretty much always a light month.
I thought for sure there was a big one coming out like early January, but I'm not seeing it here, so I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. And then Rainbow Six Siege got hacked, and the hackers gave like a whole bunch of accounts like billions of in-game currency and like exclusive battle pass skins and like everything just as a fuck you to Ubisoft. And Ubisoft is like, we don't know what's going on, but also don't use any of this or you'll get banned. So that's cool. I'm glad.
I didn't hear about this.
People were like actually banned despite not using the new stuff they got.
Wow, Ubisoft sucks. Who could have ever guessed?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Like, I haven't been saying this since like 2015.
We all know. I gotta go.
They're French! And some of them are even worse. They're French-Canadian.
Ugh,
They're Quebecois!
That's like
evil.
The underworld of French.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I gotta go pee-pee and then we can talk poo-poo.
Ugh. Got him. Flint and steel! Flint and steel! I will not sing Lava Chicken. That's beyond the pale of cringe. I can't do it.
I hope you have notes because
I do.
I only have one.
I have notes, but they're all in my brain because I'm a writer who doesn't write because I'm stupid. So I'm not a writer.
He doesn't know how to write.
That's
true. He wishes he was a writer.
Pretty much.
We're here to talk about a Minecraft movie. It came out this year. It made buku bucks money. It made a lot of V-Bucks. And it's doo-doo.
It is doo-doo.
That's my one note. This movie poo-poo. And it's getting a sequel. I would have committed Anakin Skywalker hate crimes against children if I was anywhere near a theater during this time.
I'm very glad that I don't work at a movie theater anymore because
even if I was going to the movie theater during this time, I probably would have committed hate crimes.
I almost did commit hate crimes against teenagers while watching Anakin Skywalker commit hate crimes against children.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, too.
Oh, guys, he's funny. No, shut up. It's very sad. He's evil now. Guys.
He was the chosen one.
You were the chosen one!
All right, back to Poo Poo movie.
But was he, question mark? Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
This movie has no clue who the fuck it's for. So, like, as a vintage Minecraft player,
and that was why we did a less than sober viewing of it, because you were funny watching it, because you were like, no, this is new lore, not old lore. This is stinky poo poo. You can't do that in Minecraft. Not my Minecraft.
It's true. Yeah, this thing was genuinely made for like 6-year-olds tops, because those are the kids who will watch bullshit Minecraft stuff that like doesn't mean anything and it's like slop. Like they're the ones who watch the Peter Griffin tells you about communism on Instagram Reels while a Minecraft video scrolls in the background type shit. Like that's they don't care about that. They don't appreciate the game while they're playing it. Fuck Roblox players. It makes its own lore for some fucking reason. There's a bunch of new additions that make no fucking sense, like a portal from our world into the Minecraft overworld. So it's just Jumanji, which is really dumb. As soon as that was like shown in the teaser, I lost my shit, because that's the stupidest fucking thing. There's so many other ways you could have made this good. And then something really stupid on that note, the sphere that the joke is, it's actually a cube, because Minecraft has spheres in it. There's spheres in the movie. It's just a stupid joke that doesn't make fucking sense. It's only funny if you're 2 or drunk. So that's stupid. The villain is not a character from the game, because there aren't really characters in the game. It's just she's got a name. I don't give a fuck. She's like the queen of the piglins or whatever, which is really stupid. Makes no fucking sense. My personal gripe that means nothing to anyone is that it has so many additions from like post like 2018 Minecraft, just stuff I don't care about because I haven't played it. And it feels like it loses too much of what was cool about it in the first place. Like that's a personal thing, like whatever. But like that's just really frustrating when like multiple game mechanics that they like use are like, yeah, that's shit they added like 2 years ago, and that's really dumb. Which is what makes it like appeal to the literal infants. Like the fact that they're piglins and not zombie pigmen, which was a change in like 2018, which was really weird because they're the same fucking thing. I don't get it. There's a character called Big Chungus, which is only an 80-year-old meme
that you can't use anymore. Ha! Rip.
Yeah, like that stupid. Fuck my Big Chungus life. There's a bunch of shit like that. It's not even dead internet jokes. They're like Minions Your Mom on Facebook tier shit. No, nothing. It's not meta. It's bad. The story goes nowhere. I was really hoping that like Steve would be Herobrine the whole time. It would be like a nice little Minecraft rep. No, it's just no. He's a good guy. He yearns for the mines, which is now another that joke is now dead.
Yep.
Because they opened up the goddamn thing with that. None of the characters in the movie. This bugs me so much. None of the characters that get brought into Minecraft really learn anything or have any reason to be there. It's literally we cast fucking.
It's like the Robot Chicken of skits that don't combine or come together at all. It's just nonsense.
Yeah,
it's
like
straight nonsense trying to get you to chuckle.
Theoretically, like I don't hate the idea of Jack Black as Steve. I think that he's so phoning this one in. Like he knows what movie he's in, a bad one. So I'll give him that. He's entirely over the top, and his performance means nothing. Like his performance as Bowser was actually like a voice acting role. He like actually did voice acting in the role, like by comparison to Chris Pratt, anyways. Like, yeah, he did that. He wrote the songs, whatever. That was vaguely charming in a sense. This is nothing. It's purely meme, and he knows it, which is fine, whatever. Jason Momoa gets cast as like a fucking 80s arcade wash-up dude, which makes no sense because Minecraft isn't like...
From the 80s.
No, and it's also not like it's pixelated, so it's retro. It's just an aesthetic. There is no part of Minecraft that's like reminiscent about decades prior or like old school games. It's just an aesthetic. So that makes no fucking sense. And those two have the most amount of gay romance in this movie I've seen other than in gay porn I've watched. But also, the only joke is, they're two tough guys who aren't gay, but like they could be gay. And every time they do something, like it was funny because it was so stupid. It's like, oh, and now they're gonna be in the fucking 6ix9ine position in the air. Like, fucking why? Why? It didn't come across like, oh, we're like spoofing, like doing machismo, because machismo is actually pretty fucking gay. They're just doing it. Like, there's no fucking purpose to it. Jason Momoa so phoned that one in. Like, did not give a shit. Fat paycheck. Danielle Brooks had no reason to be in this movie. She's the realtor who sold the kids the house. I feel so bad for her being involved in this. That's just so stupid. She's just there because we need another adult comedian.
Hopefully, big fat paycheck.
I would assume as much. The kids are kids. They were exactly what I would expect, so they were fine. Like, there's nothing.
Decent enough.
They were, yeah. Like, that's the only. I expect the Minecraft movie to have a POV of a child. No shit. But like, they're just the kid's a little. He's a nerd who likes technology. It's such a dead trope. And then you have like the sister forced into the mom role because reasons. It's just so dumb. All the stuff in the real world was fucking abysmal.
Like, and pointless.
Yeah.
Like, extremely pointless.
It made the part in Minecraft actually seem entertaining because everything outside of it was just retarded and had no point. It looked horrible. It wasn't fun. It wasn't funny. It wasn't entertaining. And it went on for way too long. There's no twists. I was really hoping they double down and make it dumb and have like triple, quadruple backflip twist for stupidity. Like, Jason Momoa's character is greedy because he's a wash-up because he's poor. Like, and he learns teamwork a little bit, I guess, but not really. Like, that's it. They're in, like, the sister like learns to appreciate her brother because he's actually smart and crafty or whatever, even though she clearly already likes that about him anyway. Just fucking so dumb. There's a couple of the designs for some of the in Minecraft creatures that are decent, and some of them are abysmal. And it really depends on the scene, and it really depends on the context they're in. I hate the way the skeletons look. I don't mind the way the pigs look. I hate the way the piglins look, but I kind of like the creepers. I don't know. It's a complete crapshoot.
You liked the romance in between the townfolk guy.
I forgot. Yeah, a villager leaves Minecraft and fucks somebody. Which is funny because he's got a big nose and it's a dick. Like, that's the only part about that I thought was funny. The rest of it was just, I heard about it before I watched it. I was like, there's no fucking way that's real. It's just this subplot that goes nowhere for no reason because we need to have more real people in this movie, I guess. That made me laugh out of sheer absurdity. But it wasn't funny. The jokes they made were not funny, and they didn't have good punchlines.
No, they set us up for very good, for terrible, awful, very funny puns and racial jokes. Yeah,
it was really fucking stupid. I did find the part in the end credits where the villager learned to speak, like he speaks in villagese, but she hears English and vice versa. I thought that was funny because it's like, no, actually, I can speak perfect English just because reasons. Like, that was fine.
Where did this fall on your list of video game movies?
Third from the bottom.
Wow.
It's above Rampage because that is a genuinely fake movie. And it's above Borderlands because that, despite having very little personal connection to Borderlands, was just such an abysmal viewing experience, and I watched it by myself, sober, in a theater. This only really was brought up because I had fun sitting in your fucking living room.
Yeah.
Like, I will only exclusively watch this with friends while getting fucked up. It's the only context I will not leave. I will leave the function.
This is 10th from the bottom for me.
Wow! How?
It beats out Rampage, Tekken, Monster Hunter, Borderlands, Max Payne, Hitman, Agent 47, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, which is weird because I do like that one because it's so bad. Angry Birds and House of the Dead.
It is above House of the Dead, actually. So it's like fourth from that one. Max Payne wasn't good, but sometimes it tried something. It was bad. It was bad at doing it, but sometimes they're like, we're going to do some slow-mo type shit. Everything about this was horrible. It looked disgusting. It was visually off-putting.
Like you said, the high rating is entirely based off of the fun that we made with the movie.
Maybe the real Minecraft with the friends we made along the way.
I love setting.
I knew this movie was going to make me angry, but holy shit. Jeff gave it 4 stars.
What the fuck?
Jeffrey!
What the fuck is wrong with him?
He must have been really high. Fucking... I had fun in the theater. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, stupid. I know you're listening. Fuck you. I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna diddle you.
4 stars?
Yes! I'm disgusted. It took everything in my power not to text him and say we're not friends. He's not coming to my Christian Minecraft server. Fuck! Woo! Wait!
I don't believe you. Minecraft.
I need to use my coping skills.
Both Higgin bros gave it 4 stars too.
Huh?
Both Higgin dudes gave it 4.
They are children and they're dumb. They like Angry Birds and they think that Star Wars is dead because it's woke. Okay? They're children. I expect them to be fucking stupid. I'm cutting this out.
They pay for Letterboxd though. They're not entitled to an opinion. A high opinion on a shit movie. They should know better. They should be Letterboxd pilled.
They're in high school. They need to grow the fuck up. Which is stupid because then they like good movies too. They're like, yes, new Spielberg movie. Let's go. It's like, fuck. They like Ready Player One. Sin upon humanity. Jesus Christ died for this shit. What the fuck?
You're not going to have a voice for your review, and nobody's going to know why.
I just got myself so wound up. My stomach hurts. I need a drink. I played a very good game, which made this month a little better. So we both played very good games, actually.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just working on that. I was
we
holy shit.
both played like critically acclaimed games.
A mostly positive episode, except for, you know. Yep, put the lip pillow back in.
And they ride the gas like hot air balloons! What the fuck?
Back to the good game. Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Fuck you! I'm gonna touch you! This is what Colin wants every episode to be.
I know.
Which is fair. This is what it's like in the game room every day.
This is incredible. I choked you. You threatened to touch me. This is an entirely normal episode.
The romantic tension in the room is higher than it was between Steve and Pink Jacket Guy. Oh, boy. I'm going to make Colin listen to this.
Damn it! I forgot the best joke out of my review! Before you get going, when you're in the overworld of Expedition 33, you can change what character you see. Your whole party condenses down into like one person running around in the overworld. And so you can change it out to whoever's ass you want to look at as they're running around. It could be the dude, or the other dude, or the chick, or the other chick, or the other chick, or the monkey guy.
Monkey!
So, you're gonna love this game. 10 out of 10, probably even 12 out of 10, because one of the chicks that runs around doesn't run, she floats, and she has like 1 foot down and 1 foot up, and you can see her feet as you're just exploring the overworld.
Fuck you! I'm gonna say slurs! Why is my blood pressure so high?
Quentin Tarantino approves of this movie.
Fuck! Fuck that guy! Go back to Israel!
There's been so much of him in the news lately of like,
He won't shut up!
why does his opinion stink? It's like, plot twist, it always has. He fucking sucks. Stop asking him questions. Stop letting him talk. I really don't give a fuck about his last movie. It shouldn't be numbered. It shouldn't count. He shouldn't be capping himself. But I'm glad he is. Do it already. Shut the fuck up. Retire. Go away.
Colin and I had this exact exchange like last week. You're entirely correct. He's just having a massive existential crash out because he just won't make his last fucking movie.
Maybe. You shouldn't put that limit on yourself, you pretentious douchebag.
Genuinely, like, actually, yeah, no. Like, that's proper pretentious douchebag behavior. For real, on God, no cap.
Okay, you played a good game.
I played Stray, which came out in 2020.
Kitty!
You could end the review right there. It came out in 2022. It was very well received. I think it won Game of the Year at the Game Awards, or it was definitely in consideration. It was very popular that year. It was developed by Blue 12 and Annapurna.
Annapurna, that was the one I was trying to remember.
You're a cat. You're an orange cat, which means you have autism. Cat game. 10. No comments. This one's hard to talk about. There's no dialogue in the game. All
Fruitaloom.com. No, we've never had a cornucopia. It's a Mandela effect.
What the fuck? Stop rage baiting me.
I've fallen down this rabbit hole a couple times because I still believe in this. I've never believed in Santa Claus. I don't believe this. This is an internet psyop by the American government.
Israel.
If only Colin was here to say the Jew word.
Jews! Jew!
Cornucopias have nothing to do with Jewish tradition. I don't care, it's the fucking Jews!
That's true. Natalie Portman took the goddamn cornucopia away from me. Well, a cornucopia does kind of resemble a foreskin, actually. I knew it was Israel. Stray has no dialogue. All of the NPCs you encounter talk in a couple of text bubbles, but there is no spoken word in the game. The only thing is some robots going and cat go meow. It is a post-apocalypse, one of my favorite terms that I recently discovered because I'm special, whereas a new culture has already developed after the apocalypse. So, like, late stage Walking Dead, where there's, like, a lot of big communities, is like a post-apocalypse. Fucking type shit. So, you're a cat. I didn't think they had advertised, like, any of the mystery of this game. It was just like, look, kitty, and that was it. There's actually...
I think the timeline is sort of hinted at of it being post-apocalyptic future.
I didn't know about it until, like, somebody told me. So you open up the game, you play as a cat, you got some cat buddies. You're just hanging out in, like, a jungle overgrown sewer pipe, and you're like, oh, cool, it's a normal place with a normal setting. Turns out, you fall down, very sad. Kitty gets hurt. Very sad. I don't like it. And then you see some little scrungly fuckos. They're called Zerks. And they scrumble off into a tunnel. You follow them. You magically get stuck in a robot city. There's a big underground bunker, basically, that's like the size of fucking Utah, that has multiple different pockets of robots. And they're all... proper cyberpunk robots. They're people, even though in the real world, I don't believe that can happen. It's peak Blade Runner type shit. They all have personalities and they all do stuff. They're all fun, quirky, weird.
Do you think the robots are powered by AI?
I can't engage in this topic without getting very violent. I've already had multiple intrusive thoughts of smashing this glass in your face. I can't do it. I can't do it. The intrusive thoughts are coming in. And you figure out what's going on. Basically, the setting is some fuck shit happened, and the robots didn't take over. The humans just kind of died. I was having difficulty figuring that part out. And I guess before humanity got wiped off the face of the planet, they made big underground bunker cities like Fallout, but much, much bigger. And they're populated by robots, and the robots are all cool guys with robes and bow staffs, and they're all goobers. They're very strange. I quite like them. They're very charming. But they also all still have like robot face with like the fucking like LCD TV screen with a fucking colon
and parenthesis.
Yeah, like that. That's the type shit. It's goofy. I love it. And they're all being like they've been terrorized for, I guess, with like probably like hundreds of years by overgrown microbes that are Zerks. They're like little meatballs with. They look like when you look at when you look at microbes under a microscope and they got the little arms, they look like little fuckers. They're like that, but like the size of a dog.
Okay.
No, they're small. Yeah, they're like the size of like a bird, like a chickadee. And those are your enemies for the entire game. They're being terrorized because they're all dangerous. They can chew through basically anything, so they destroy the robots. The robots are all cordoned off into different areas of the map. And you, as a cat, are lost and trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like, that's the whole story. You're a cat. You don't really care about much. You lose your cat friends. You never see them again. Very sad. And you go on a bunch of side quests. It's a lot of side quests. That's the whole game. Is basically just side quests. You're like, cool, this robot wants to be reunited with his robot dad. I don't understand how this works. I don't really care. I'm gonna go find your dad, buddy. You end up bumping into a bunch of robot scientists who apparently learned how to like exit their part of the bunker to go to another part of the bunker through some secret tunnels or whatever, and radio frequencies and goober science shit. So you have to go like find all their journals and put them together, and then the robot's like, I can complete my formula type shit. This is so full of tropes. It's so good. Along the way, you meet a cute little robot named B12. He's a little gremlin. He's like a little... like a drone? I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. It's that type of robot is like a trope. Like the little, this big baseball-sized little dude. But I can't think of anything else where it's actually in. And he's extra quirky. So he becomes your companion. You get a little backpack. The cat can run around with a little backpack for his little robot buddy. The robot has weird memory problems, and he's like, I used to work with a scientist before everything went to shit. And it turns out, I guess the only real plot twist in the game, it turns out he is the scientist, and humans learned how to put their brains into the machine. Does this mean all the other robots are people? I don't think so, but I don't know. It's very vague. B12 gets multiple existential crises throughout the game. He helps you with a lot of stuff. He can open doors. He can like absorb stuff like data. Like he'll take the notebook that you picked up and then he'll just and it's gone, and now it's in your backpack. It's very strange. He'll grab keys and combinations to open doors for you. He'll open. If a cat has thumbs,
Some cats don't have thumbs.
They don't have opposable thumbs. They're not monkey pilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have little beans.
Train.
Yeah, train. Yeah, eventually that's like one of your final twists. You escape through the different levels of the place, and B12 has his crises and is like, I used to be a human. I'm gonna help you open up the big bunker, and I'm gonna sacrifice myself because humanity is good, actually. And it's very touching when the little robot dies. I was very upsetty spaghetti. I didn't cry, but I was like, damn, they really did the like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for my friend for the good of humanity, and maybe we can be free type shit. It's a third-person kind of platformer. It's considered a third-person action-adventure game. Again, means nothing.
I'd definitely call it a platformer.
It's a platformer. It's not like a Metroidvania type platformer where there's actually like proper backpedaling, really. There's very basic puzzles. You'll have to find the combination to open a door, so you have to bump around a guy's office and knock some paintings off the wall and find he scratched it into the wall because he's an idiot, type stuff like that.
Knocking cups and bowls and paint cans off a shelf is definitely a huge part of the gameplay.
Right out the gate.
Yeah.
It's immediately like, so you can cuddle with your friends, you can meow on command, and you can knock shit down. And that's so much of the game. It's so good. Puzzles, yeah, they involve pushing paint cans around and rolling barrels, like a little hamster wheel, platforming by like running on like power lines and jumping off of rooftops, and There's aggressive anti-homeless architecture everywhere, so there's spikes. You cannot jump on the spikes. The game does not let you kill the cat. Except you can die, actually, but not like that. It's not gruesome. You just get absorbed by the microbes. They're like, kitty. Japanese food. Yeah, so it's a platformer. I think the biggest thing, which is a negative, it's animation based. It's not like a free floating jump system, which I understand from a development standpoint, that would be a bitch to make in terms of animations for a 4-legged cat. Just being able to jump onto literally anything would be insane.
Yeah.
However, it does mean that the gameplay is kind of stilted. It's a little janky.
Limited.
Very limited. There's a lot of stuff you cannot go on because you can't just press A to jump. You have to have a prompt to jump. Which also the prompts have a little bit of a lag to them sometimes. Like you'll be in the right position. They'll be like, I have a couple frames, but I'm a gamer, so the couple frames are really important. And it'll just kind of feel sluggish. So it means it's really linear in actuality. There are open areas, and you do have some very limited collectibles. I'm very grateful. The collectibles actually felt like, oh, damn, I spent 10 minutes looking. I'm done now. Like, very little. It's some lore nuggets and stealing sodas from vending machines, and then it's over. There wasn't some big collectathon. You gotta collect all the scraps of paper and whatever. You pick up sheet music for a robot musician with his gas can guitar, which was really cool. There's 8 of those. There's 15 collectibles in the whole game. I love that. It was very limited. So yeah, you can run around in some of the areas, but for the most part, it does play relatively linear. Again, it is a story-based game, so I get that, but it does get a little annoying sometimes when you're trying to find the painted yellow ledge to jump on, and the prompt's not coming up. But if this was actually Goat Simulator levels of free jumping, it would be a bitch to make, and it would probably look like shit. So I don't really blame them too much for that. Collectibles were cool. Story's fun. Cool twists. Charming characters. Score is phenomenal. I don't remember who did it, but it's very good. Aesthetically speaking, the game looks fucking great. It has aged more than I actually thought it would. It was made in Unreal Engine 4, and it was the biggest appeal for people were the graphics at the time. And now I'm playing it, I'm like, this looks good for a few years ago. And I'm like, huh. It is incredible how quickly technology changes. It has a nice aesthetic, which I think is part of what helps it so much when, there's only 10,000 hairs on the cat instead of 30,000 hairs. So the cartoony graphics with the funny faces, and the cat looks like the cat's face, while somehow kind of lifelike also looks like the cat emoticon you'd send over text a little bit. It has the most tropey face, and I love it. He's charming. That's the best word. It's very charming. Also, you can put a paper bag on your head and it inverts controls because cats are stupid, and I love it. It doesn't do anything. It's not used in any puzzles. It's just a stupid thing you can do when you find a bag, and I love that. I fucking love that. There's an achievement for putting a bag on your head. There is no achievement for knocking over 10,000 objects or whatever. That was kind of weird because you can knock over pretty much anything. Some of the puzzles do involve knocking over stacks of books and stuff. The little part of the level that's in a library with books everywhere was great. I was gooning, and then very upset to knock over so many books. Crime. I bought it for $5 on sale. I think launch price was $40 if I remember correctly. It launched definitely below normal rate. Because it's a story-based game with very minimal collectibles, you kind of play it once, maybe twice, for the experience. It's not I can sit here forever. The total game took me 8 hours. I think to get all of the achievements, I'm going to need another 2 or 3 hours. I've gotten a few of the ones I didn't get the first try. You'll have a couple of achievements for go through this part of the level without getting hit by a Zerg, because they'll jump on you and eat your brain. Mm-hmm. Or there's one which is kind of dumb. There's spots you can rest, which is fun. You can scratch on things like carpet, like a fucko, and you can take naps, which is fun. There's an achievement for taking a nap for an hour, which is, it sounds fine, but then if you're playing this on console, controllers turn off after usually 20 to 30 minutes. And most games will stop playing if your controller turns off. So you actually have to be in front of a computer. Like, you need to sit there and like make sure your controller stays awake, but not exit the sleeping animation, which is really dumb. I'm gonna need to do that because I can't not complete this. But that just wasn't planned out very well. I figured, maybe collective time napping. It doesn't do anything. You can just lay there and nap. You can drink water out of puddles and shit. There is no health mechanic. There is no you're dehydrated. It's just purely vibes. Very good, but genuinely the jumping thing does actually bug me. Like, that is like, I don't have a workaround for that, but it is easily the real only detraction from the game, and it's very simple puzzles is like,
It sounds like it's kind of lacking on story too. Like as far as you couldn't put together what actually happened in the world.
I think I feel like I had my headphones on, I paid attention, I read all the bubbles, I read all the data stuff. I just don't know if they intended for there to be answers. I think it's supposed to do the like, it makes you think, not like there's real concrete lore. It's pretty vibes. I don't know. I'm fine with that. It just cats. Kitty. Every 10 minutes I would turn to one of my roommates and go, guys, look, cat. So you can't, like, that is so intrinsically tied to the experience. It was like one of the first like large play as a cat games that wasn't garbage. So, that's a large reason why it's popular.
Yeah.
Peak Kino Cinema. Martin Scorsese would love this. But also, it is a roller coaster, which he doesn't like, because it's a roller coaster experience. It brings you through very specific emotions and highs and lows, and you're done. So he would actually hate it. It's 0 out of 10 fake. Gay. I'm going to post about this on TikTok. I like it. A tier. Very fun. I'll play it again, but like, I'm not like itching with. It's really innovative and interesting gameplay. It's like, this was fun.
Is there room for a sequel? A squeakquel. Play as a mouse next time.
Fuck no.
Come on.
I mean, yeah, you open up the bunker at the end of the game and the cat and the robots are all free. So, like, you could go a million ways with that, because who knows what the world out there is like. Obviously, some fuck shit happened, but, like, I don't know. It's just, they have the big thing opens up. It's like, oh my gosh, daylight's real. And, like, that's it. So, like, yeah, you could go somewhere else with this, but like, I don't think
the sequel is you play as a dog.
It wouldn't appeal to the same demographic. Other than me, because I like them both equally-ish. I don't think they plan on it. Annapurna is pretty small. They are adapting it into an animated film, which I do think is a good call. Like, in terms of how the story is given out, it is very traditional storytelling tropes. It's gonna be hella popular. And Annapurna, I think they have other animation projects they want to do as well. I don't remember what company it was that they're working with, but Flow came out last year, and that was won every independent film theater festival thing. Cost $5 and was gorgeous. And like, you can make a movie centered around a cat. Like, you can do it. So I'll be seated. If it's bad, I'm gonna crash out though. Like, that's how do you fuck that up? Get a really good animation studio, like the two guys who made Flow, because it was like some basement project. Get them to do it. Just don't have Illumination do it. Don't talk to DreamWorks and I'm like, guys, can you make our cat movie? Just go get like real animators.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. That was when that was announced. I was like, yeah, no shit. That's like a given.
Yep.
Yes, worth price of entry.
That's good.
Which is fun. I'm gonna finish up the achievements, and I probably won't play it again. I might, maybe, if I'm like, I want to go knock some shit over. But that's probably it.
Speaking of price of entry, we have a Patreon, and
Give me money.
2 people on there, Caitlin and Dum Jeff Lawrence, who likes Minecraft movie. Go to patreon.com/dimecomicbros network.
Yes.
And give us money.
Give me money.
When it's open, because right now it's not, because we're on break.
We're on like an active working sabbatical.
Yeah.
Yeah, but give us money though at some point. That'd be fun.
Go to Jetpack, buy their cheap video games in the back.
Yeah.
Next month. Do you know what you're playing? Because I don't know what I'm playing. It'll be a surprise.
Wait.
Oh, come on.
Hold on.
We actually need to figure out what we're going to watch.
That is true. Because Fallout won't be done yet.
Yep.
I have it on my list. I've started playing it. I'm just stupid not remembering because I'm slow. And I only had 1 cup of coffee today. Yeah. I will be playing Borderlands 2.
Oh, yeah.
I started resuming that.
That's good.
I'm like halfway through, so I will be wrapping that up. And yeah, there's some video game stuff. There's some newer stuff which you sent over, which I couldn't remember if I tried, but there is some stuff. So yeah, we'll do that.
I might follow through and actually finish Final Fantasy X. I picked it back up this week and was trying to chew through it. The last 2-3 chapters are killing me.
Finish Silent Hill 2.
Ugh, very scary. I have no ammo. I'm in the bad side of the hospital.
Oh, the bad side of the abandoned hospital in the Helltown.
It's like the upside down world of the hospital. I did the top side world of the hospital just fine, but then I step over the bridge into the underside world of the hospital, and it's scary, and I have no ammo.
Yeah, we'll have stuff. There'll be a thing.
Yeah.
In the fresh season.
Yep.
Wait. This is the first episode. God damn.
Is this the first?
This is the first episode of the next.
Whoa.
Pretty sure. Yes, because it's coming out in January. God damn. Big bonanza.
I think this is supposed to be the December one.
No, because we did that at the end of November.
Harumph.
Yeah. 12 episodes a year. Boom. Except that one time where we still had the 12 episodes, but we somehow got them done in like 9 months. That was weird. That was last year. I can't count, man. It's hard. I like story. I don't like numbers.
You're still here? It's over.
Who made these pot holders?
My grandmother, the crazy one.
Oh, the crazy one. They're quite cool.
Bruh.
I just spit this out. My tummy hurt.
No, the lip pillow hurt my tum-tum.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're addicted and you put them in on an empty stomach with coffee. I'm gonna poop when I get home.
Bruh.
I think I'm on like 4 chews in the last month. I got a baggie of the good stuff for Christmas. Only it wasn't... Okay, huge side tangent. I hit 5 stores before finally finding some America's Best, formerly known as Redman. And like every stop I went to, like the normal stops, like a Market Basket or a Cumberland Farms, I'm like... I'm looking for, I forget the name of it, it's America's Finest or America's Best. It used to be called Redman. The guy or girl at the tobacco lane at the store is like, I've never heard of that. What are you talking about? Zin? Like, no! Fucking long leaf chew tobacco. Like actual tobacco, long, not that shortcut shit. I don't want coffee grounds in my mouth. I want leaf. Give me leaf. Never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I thought I was in a memory hole. Like, cornucopia on Fruit of the Loom, which I still believe in.
Wait. It is a cornucopia. What are you talking about?
There is no cornucopia. There never has been. Allegedly. But I still believe in it.
What?
I thought I was in one of those that you're in right now. Like, it did exist, right? I have bought a couple bags of this before in my life and chewed on it. Like... Even I felt kind of bad because I was going through the whole spiel at a couple of stores, including the last one with a Red Dot Indian, and like, it used to be called Redman, sorry, but like, long leaf tobacco, what do you got? And they're like, Zin? You mean Zin? Like, no, not fucking Zins! But I finally found some, but it was the gold one, not the green one, which isn't as good. It doesn't taste like oatmeal cookie as much. I don't like it. I messed up. I should have waited until I found like the old stash that actually has the racist name on it, because the gold baggie does not taste good. As good.
Bruh.
Hello?
Hello?
Dad?
Mom?
We're about the same level, I guess. Ooh, I'm way quiet. No, give me this.
Hello?
You gonna do the birthday girl thing next? You gotta shake it out.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Who's the almost birthday girl? Fuck. I rewatched Mandy a couple weeks ago. That was nice.
What's that one?
Acid Trip. which has been a lot of his movies recently, actually. It's like 2018, 2019. Really small setting. The whole thing's kind of in slow motion. It's about his wife gets like raped and attacked by a cult.
Oh, wow.
And then he goes ballistic. It's really heavy metal, and it has a phenomenal score by who's dead now. So Johan Johansson, I think. It's really, really heavy metal, and more in the visual than like the visual in the aesthetic sense, not in like the entire thing. It's a very spacey acid trip movie. Like literally, he like takes a bunch of fucked up.
He
shit.
is in Nicolas Cage. No, he is in
Yes.
Ozzy.
Oscar. Oh no. Yeah, no. I still haven't watched Keeper yet. That one also got some mixed to negative reviews, which is disappointing. I do love that he has
trust the reviews on his movies.
I just haven't gotten around to it. I do love that he has just picked Tatiana Maslany as his muse now, so that's fun. That's fun for me. Never gonna see her as She-Hulk again. Not this way.
Nope.
She keeps yapping.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
she keeps yapping. I love her for it, but she's so out of Kevin Feige has personally gone to her house.
Really?
No. Just the Kevin Feige with the snipers on the roof.
Oh, yeah. No, she's talked enough shit.
I love her. I also love that he's kind of doing it because she reminds him of his mom. It's really funny.
I think he needs to stop talking about it.
He does, but I still love it. It's like, yeah, so she's gonna play the mom in this movie, and it's basically playing my mom, and it's like, she's gonna be in another movie. She's mom again. Same, dude. Same.
Yeah.